Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FTW Podcast. I'm here. My name's Sam Avery, and I'm here with Katie Tracy.
Hello.
How's it going, Kate?
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Any
Can't
progress
complain.
on your New Year's resolutions? Little disclaimer. We recorded this episode the same week we recorded our New Year episode. So
far, I haven't let myself down.
I have smashed it
in the last 10 minutes.
since we talked about it. That's how you should get New Year's resolutions, really cooking.
I'm going to resolve for the next 10 minutes not to eat cheese.
I'm not having any ice cream.
Lo and behold, I did it. Woo!
You're a winner.
How are you, Sam?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm good. I'm just, I'm like, I think I like coming back to stuff after Christmas, after New Year, and just getting stuck into it. And I'm full of excitement, and it doesn't last. But right now, I'm full of it, full of beans. I'm full of beans,
Kate. Full of beans.
I'm full of beans.
Oh, you're excited for the new forthcoming year.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And to use another Scouse phrase, I'm going to give it the bifters.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Jamaica next week, and I had to postpone it for another year because we weren't sure what was going on with COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit down in the dump spot, not going there.
Bummer.
But first world problems. I know people.
You can always go camping.
Oh no, I'm not a camper. I'm not a camper. Not a natural camper. No. What do you say? Don't stay anywhere that's more shit than your own house.
Never. Yeah. And camping is always shitter than your own house, innit? Unless you are homeless.
So I've been looking online for holidays.
Are you going to go UK?
No. I'd rather get ripped off in the UK. We did go to the lakes the other week, the week before Christmas. Actually, it was lovely. We went to the lakes to Ambleside for the weekend.
Oh, I like it.
And it was dead frosty and foggy, and it was just really cute.
Yeah.
But so we stayed in this really gorgeous B&B called Elder Lodge. If you ever go to Ambleside, stay there. It's really, really nice, really good price, and the people who run it are lovely. So on the Friday, they'd sent us an email saying, if you want to eat in Ambleside, you need to probably book because of COVID and because it's a busy time of year. So we booked both nights. The first night we went to this really lovely tapas place and then had a few drinks and then just went back to the room. And then the next day we got up and went for this big long walk. We were going to go on the ferry by Ambleside Pier. We were going to go over to Bowness. But the ferry wasn't running because it was so foggy. Like you literally couldn't see your hands in front of your face.
It's really bad down there, doesn't it?
It was mad. So we went on this big walk and then we went for a few drinks and something to eat. And then by the time we'd had our lunch, which was quite late in the afternoon, I didn't really want a big meal tonight. It's just don't fancy it. We'll be too full. So I contacted the restaurant and cancelled up, but tried to move the booking until later on and they couldn't. So we were like, we'll just cancel it and try and find somewhere to eat later on. Anyway, we didn't end up going back to our B&B. It was one of them where we'd gone out, we'd had a few drinks, we had a really funny day, and then we were like, is it worth us going back to get changed to come back out again? When we're already out, we're nice and warm, we've got our warm stuff on. So we ended up just staying out and then going, we'll get a takeaway and just take it back to the room. So having made friends with the people who ran the place and thought it was lovely and being dead nice, and we took this takeaway back and I got a kebab with chili and tahini on, and we just sat on the bed watching Match of the Day and having our food, and I'm generally not a mess eater, and I just went, oh fuck. And I'd looked and there was a chili sauce all over the quilt cover.
Oh no.
Red chili sauce all over the quilt cover, and I was like, oh my God, I feel terrible.
Dirty
then
protest.
I tried, it looked like a dirty process. So then I'm trying to clean and I couldn't. So then I went and I was like, oh, I don't know what it's like. So I was like, Mick was just like, just go sleep. We'll see if we can sort it in the morning. So I was like, okay. And the next morning it was just there and it had gone through to the quilt itself.
Oh no.
And so then I'm like, got shower gel out the bathroom and trying to clean it. And then I just took it off the bed cover and I made it worse, basically. So then we went down to breakfast and I was dying. I felt ashamed. I was like, I'm going to have to tell him. Mick's going, it'll be fine. It probably this happens all the time, you know. I went, no, I'm going to have to. We've took takeaway back to this lovely hotel room. It's gone all over the nice bright white sheets and I just feel terrible. So I told him and I was like, look, here's my number. If when you take it to be laundered, it can't be... phone me, let me know because I feel terrible. And he was like, it's fine, you want to see some of the stains that we have to put up with? And I was just like,
I can imagine.
Okay,
if you had to choose between stains, tahini sauce would be quite high on the list, wouldn't it? When you think about
tahini or chili, yeah. I mean, yeah, I know.
I went to a hotel once and I put the kettle on. It's years ago. I'm pretty sure someone had pissed in the kettle like before.
Oh, that's a thing, isn't it?
It just stank. It's horrible. And it tasted horrible as well.
Oh, it's made me feel sick, yuck.
It's horrible. But yeah, I mean, good on you for telling. That's a bit of honesty.
Bit of honesty. And I want to go back there, so I thought, calm. Very well phoned.
Selfish honesty then.
Can I come and stay there again? I'm the one who left that big massive stain on your quilt cover.
So were you being honest because you wanted to be nice, or were you being honest because you didn't want to burn bridges? Doesn't matter, does it? As long as you're honest.
I was honest because it suited me, to be honest.
Well, that's very convenient, Kate.
Yes.
You painted a picture there of yourself as some kind of holier than thou.
No, I'm a manipulator. Is basically what I'm saying.
I'm a puppet master.
If it hadn't have been a particularly nice bed and breakfast that I wouldn't have gone back to, maybe I wouldn't have told him. Who knows?
Maybe I wouldn't even got the shower gel out to try and clean it up. Maybe I would have left a skiddy there. So yeah, that sounds like a nice little trip away. I think there's places you can go. Probably Jamaica's a bit far in it with COVID at the moment. It's probably tough.
I know.
But it's a shame that. Shame for you.
I know. And I feel like if I'd have kept to the date we were going, I would not have overindulged at Christmas. But because I was like, well, I'm not going now, so I may as well just be a fat bitch.
Yeah, get involved.
Yeah. And now I have to wear stretchy pants.
Hey, if God didn't invent fat people, he wouldn't have invented stretchy pants.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't beat stretchy pants.
God's so busy with all his innovations.
But it's been...
He's there in heaven. What am I going to... Got all these fat people now. They're struggling with the jeans. Get one of the angels in. Watch your little brainstorm Dragon's Den session. Let's get some stretchy pants for the fat ones.
What must people in third world countries who are struggling to get food think of the idea, the mere idea that stretchy pants exist? Because we have all overindulged so much that we need pants that are going to work with
This is something I really struggle to think about because it makes me feel so bad. Where I'm going, oh my God, poor me. I can't stop eating cheese. When like poor little Timothy has to walk 50 miles to a well every day. I'm like...
Timothy, where
he's
does he live?
Fictional. He's a fictional... You know, like a flower on them UNICEF adverts. And they're like there with...
Yeah.
And you think, who the fuck am I? With my stupid problems.
Oh, no. But the thing is, a problem is a problem. It doesn't matter what your situation is. Because I know people are starving, but I still get really annoyed when our Wi-Fi goes on the blink. You know what I mean? Or if I don't know the password for like somewhere else. Still annoying, isn't it? But you're right. It's all about perspective. Sure,
the oceans are full of plastics.
Yeah.
But I've still got to carry a bag covered.
Yeah, because it's worth an absolute gold mine. It's 5p a bag. Is it 10p a bag now?
Yeah.
I've doubled my fortune.
Invest in plastic bags. Invest in a bag for life.
But I forget to take the bag for life to the shop, so then I have to buy another bag for life.
Do you know Lego's more investable than gold now?
Really?
If you buy Lego, like good quality, like, you know, limited edition Lego sets, don't open them. Keep them for a couple. Just sit on them. Don't physically sit on them because that's dangerous and uncomfortable. And then sell them again. So my brother had the Simpsons house in Lego. My mum got him it as a graduation present, and he had it and he never really bothered. He opened it, put it together, and then forgot about it. And he moved out now, so the Lego set was still in my mum's, and he went, "I'm going to sell that," and he sold it for £170. And he said if I'd never have got it out the box, I would have got about £800 for it.
Oh my God, I never knew that.
How mad is that?
So that's what we should all be investing in?
Invest in Lego, guys. You heard it here first.
Buy some Lego.
Cryptocurrency or Lego.
Yeah, you could get Bitcoin or you could just, put it all on stickle bricks. Get stuck in. Or what was the... Get
the Millennium Falcon in Lego.
Some of them are so expensive. I reckon it'd be cheaper to buy a real Millennium Falcon than the one in the Lego shop.
Darth Vader's head in Lego.
Yeah. We went in the Lego shop with the kids and they were looking at all the Super Mario stuff and I was looking at, they had the Beatles Let It Be album cover in Lego. And I was like, look at that. It's only 600 quid.
Yeah, it seems like
so expensive.
A small price to pay for something that'll keep me quiet.
Ringo's nose was about 300 quid just on the base of that, like, but...
Rachel's like that, buy it, keep you quiet. Keep you quiet for a couple of hours.
Just don't open it though. because otherwise the value plummets.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? I've got Star Wars figures that are meant to be worth loads of money, but only
Are they
if
still in the package?
No, are they bollocks? I bought them for 5p at a what do you call it? Is it bring and buy sales? Or what is it when you
Jumble sale?
Jumble sale, yeah, at the end of your path.
Yeah.
You know, you used to sell stuff. And there was a kid.
At the end of your path?
We used to like stick like
At DGC at the end of your path and sell stuff?
Yeah, we used to try, but there wasn't much passing trade.
Oh, like Charlie Brown with his lemonade stall.
Yeah, it's like that. And me and my brother used to set up like a little camping table and put all the toys we didn't want on there. And literally no one ever went past and bought anything.
Like that to Mary from 60. Do you want to buy a lolly ice stick?
Do you want to buy me mum's best pans? On stick, 4p. But I bought a load of Star Wars figures from a lad over the road who was doing the same. 5p a piece. And I think the cynic in me knew they were worth more than 5p. But they weren't boxed. There's one I've got called Yak Face. And he's in the film for like 2 seconds. And he's meant to be worth 200 quid.
This sounds like another one of your Japanese words, Sam.
Yak Face. I was talking about this the other week about my Lonely Mouth blog. And it comes from a Japanese word for lonely mouth. The words of which I cannot remember.
Hey, lonely mouth.
Hey, boy, your mouth looks pretty lonely over there. You want some company? So there's a Finnish word. Again, I don't know the words, but it means getting drunk in your house in your undies.
I love the fact that these words exist, though.
Yeah.
Like the word schadenfreude.
Great word.
Is taking enjoyment from someone else's bad fortune.
Which we all do.
It is an amazing word.
Yeah. There's also a German word for, and again, I don't know the word, but I know the translation. And the translation is, so the meaning of it is the food you eat when you're feeling sad. And the technical translation is grief bacon.
I've heard of that. I have. I think that's great.
That's brilliant.
Very sophisticated.
Isn't it? Yeah. Because, you know, when you're feeling low and you think, I just need shite. Grief bacon. I've never cooked bacon.
If only there was a way to encapsulate that, I feel like a dog and my roots need doing. And someone in Germany go, we actually have a word for that. Yes.
We have words for every specific emotion and every different scenario. Just email us. We've got them all. My dad made up a word once, and it was for, you know, that feeling when it's raining outside or it's windy, but you're inside, maybe under the duvet.
Oh, snuggled up.
So there's no word for that.
What?
You could say cozy.
What's the word?
So the word he made up, get ready for this, woba-wo.
Woba-wo?
It's a stupid word.
So is it like, do you say it like, oh, I'm all woba-wo?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's great, isn't it? I feel quite woba-wo. Yeah. Sometimes I've driven past, there was a caravan park, I was driving past and I said to the kids, that looks quite woba-wo, doesn't it? And they know what I mean. They think it's a real word.
That's cool.
It's a good word, that. Thanks, Dad. And then we were playing top trumps in the summer, and my kids are well into sharks and snakes, and they got these new top trump packs. And there's an Australian snake called a boom slang. And we started saying that word when everything's right in the world. Boom slang. Oh, boom slang. It's like boom slang. You know, you just sit down, take your shoes off, put your slippers on, cup of tea.
Me and my mate Joanne used to, so if we were telling each other a story or about a conversation where, say, like, two people, one person said this, and one person said this, and it went on. And instead of like going into detail, just because we already knew that the other person knew how this conversation or scenario was going to end, and you just go, and va va va.
Va va va? Yes.
Because you couldn't be asked. So yeah, so I was in Sainsbury's and this one was in the queue and I was like trying to get on va va va. Anyway, va va va. And so we used va 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 to like just cover the bits that we both knew. We had an understanding that this part of the conversation, we knew how it would go.
You don't need
and
details.
And va va va.
Va va va. That sounds like a posh version of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Va va va. Because also there's yada yada yada.
Yeah.
People say
yada yada yada. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we could make more of just words.
Yeah. How do we fix vocabulary? That could be a future episode.
Yeah. Language, fix language.
Tune in Sandy Toxvig and Stephen Fry. You might learn something.
You might learn a thing or fucking two. Although actually, I think the Germans have already fixed it for us, and maybe
Yeah.
the Japanese as well. Although I need to check that I'm not saying.
I'm going to research what words the Germans have for various things.
Yeah, I'm also going to check I'm saying the right Japanese words when I'm saying them, because I don't think I want people to associate me with these unusual sexual activities that are quite popular in that country.
I don't know. I just think if you're going to be associated with something, let it be weird sexual activities.
That involve huge groups of
Imagine
men.
someone going, oh, Sam Avery. Is he the one who always has like the band t-shirts on? Wouldn't you rather, Sam Avery? Is he the one who's like a terrible pervert into mad sex practices? I'd rather someone describe me as that, to be honest with you.
Maybe, yeah. There's the only thing worse than not being talked about is being jizzed on by 20 men.
Says you.
Wilde. Yeah. So, what are we fixing this week, Kate?
Hey, we're fixing the gym.
We're fixing the gym.
The gym.
That time of year, and January is a
Gymnasium.
everyone's going there. Do you say gym or gymnasium? Does anyone say gymnasium?
No one says gymnasium.
Unless you're a 1950s high school teacher in the US of stateside.
Yeah, it's basically what I like to call paying for PE.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Have you ever had a personal trainer in a gym?
I have got one at the
Have
moment.
you got one at the moment?
Stevie PT, she's really good.
Yeah.
She got me
convenient.
stronger than I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
But I do worry that with all the food I've had over Christmas, I'm just going to end up bulking up and looking hench. I don't want to look too hench.
Jeff Capes.
Yeah.
Stevie PT, that's a great name, and fortunate for her that she went into that line of work with that surname.
Well, I know.
It's kind of handy, isn't it?
She's an excellent PT. And
Yeah.
So
Also-
I do. And that is absolutely, if you'd have said to me 2 years ago, you're going to go to a PT, I would have laughed in your fucking face. Because that is so not my thing. Back in the old days when everyone started going to like step class, could I do step?
Box fit.
I couldn't keep up with step. Box fit, I love.
Is that good? Is that a thing? I thought I made that up.
No, Crystal calls it Foxy Box.
Foxy box.
But it's good because you put boxing gloves on and you think like for 30 mins that you are like the heavyweight champion of the world.
That's a nice feeling to have. Isn't it?
But no, there's certain like gymnasium activities that I am not on board with.
Well, I've never done Zumba.
Yeah.
Have you done Zumba?
Never.
What is that? Is it
It's
just loads of
like-
loud
it's
music
like,
and jumping around like a maniac?
Doing sequences.
Right.
I can't learn the steps to our dance. I am a freestyle dancer.
I identify.
I identify as a freestyle dancer. You tell me to follow steps and I promise you I will fall on the floor in front of your feet. So Zumba was a no-no, as was like aerobics, doing the grapevine and all that. Can't do it.
Yeah, that's not for me.
And there's always like the good ones at the front and you're just like, and they always have like the good gear on. And you're there at the back in your pint-sized t-shirt and your fellas Nike shorts. It's just, I'm not a natural gym goer.
Well, I like going to the gym. I really enjoy going to the gym, but I really enjoy going on my own, listening to my music or whatever, and then just being in my own little space and doing things at my own pace. I've had a personal trainer for 3 sessions just before I got married, and it was quite useful because he did tell me that literally everything I was doing was wrong. Like, everything I was doing was wrong. The way I was trying to lose weight was wrong. The way I was exercising was wrong. And the way I was lifting weights was wrong.
Yeah, that's what just doing cardio all the time is not good.
No.
It's not good. And just cutting out a certain food group is not good. You got to, if you work on your strength and your core, that is the basis of most the ways to like.
Which is why pushing the shopping trolley is quite good, because that's a core
pushing
activity,
the shopping
innit?
trolley full of cheese and biscuits.
Up a hill. Just working on my core.
No, I'm not. I go spinning. I wouldn't say I particularly like
I've
it.
never done that, and I don't think I would like that. But
I mean, I can only imagine it's hard enough on a fanny, so I can only imagine how hard it would be on
right,
balls.
sorry. I thought you meant you
it's-
sat on a fanny. I know what you mean now.
Yeah, like the first couple of times, it's no joke. So, as a woman, I haven't got testicles. Well, last time I checked, but I don't know where a man is supposed to put them when they do spinning.
Don't they give you like a little box you can leave them in at the side?
The side, yeah. In
Honesty box.
the
Yeah,
lockers.
these ain't mine. Who's taking mine?
You put them in the locker and you get a little thing for your wrist. But spinning's good because you feel like, I like knowing when I come out of a exercise thing that I have done. I've got to feel and look like I've been rinsed.
Yeah.
And if I don't, then I don't feel like I've done anything properly. Like yoga, I never feel, maybe I'm not doing it right, or maybe I haven't been to the right class, but I never come out going, oh yeah, I feel like amazing now.
Have you ever done hot yoga?
No, but I do hot spin.
Right. Oh, hot spin.
Oh.
How long are these spin classes?
Like 45 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
But they have like the temperature, it's steamy in there and it's dark. It's like it's like the old paradox.
Yeah.
It's good. But it's pitch black with all like flashing lights and that, which I'm not all right about. But at least you can't see everybody else. You're all in a row. You're not in front or behind people. But you have the temperature in the room turned up dead high and humid.
Wow.
So it's meant to be really good for you.
Get a sweat on, isn't it? That hot yoga I've been to 3 times, and it's only because we got a Groupon voucher. You know, when Groupon first came in, we used to do everything through Groupon. My wife was like, "Yeah, I bought us these before the kids were born."
Bought you a Kestrel experience, Sam.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna go and grout a roof. Come on, it's only £1.
Gonna drive an actual JCB digger.
It'll be amazing. We're gonna do what was it? We did that. What was it? Segway rallying. We did. It's just fucking bizarre. That was weird, but yeah. So we got we got hot yoga and we went 3 times, and then the vouchers ran out.
Yeah, but with Groupon, you go, oh yeah, no, you can circumnavigate the globe, but it can only be on a Wednesday between 2 and 3. Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, it's very specific. Isn't it? We did the indoor surfing as well. We did that. That was good.
Was it?
That was really good. Yeah. But anyway, the hot yoga was good. But then I was next to this old woman, and at one point she dripped on me. And I just felt a bit grossed out.
No.
She was, and maybe that's an 8.
That's the thing about it. You're in such close proximity. Maybe we're all a bit more like sensitive about it now, but you're in such close proximity with other people who are sweating, and it just makes you go.
Yeah, especially at the moment where you're like, ugh, there's all sorts going on.
Like I used to go to a boxing gym for boxercise, and it only had one toilet in the corner for girls and lads to use, and nobody got changed there or showered there. They just basically go there and go straight home, and they'd have the spit bucket. It makes me feel sick thinking about it.
Oh, the spit bucket.
But you'd go to the class, and if you needed a wee, you'd just be like, I am going to have to hold it in for this whole entire class because there is no way I am going into that lavatory.
Yeah, you don't need to put yourself through that, do you?
Yeah.
It's like exercise should be a challenge, but you going for the piss shouldn't.
No, I think though as I've got older, I've got more into exercise.
Well, I think you feel the benefit more because when you're young, you just feel good anyway.
I just feel like I am now. I'm just backpedaling to try and undo all the bad things I've done to my body.
Years of hurt.
Yeah, I wish I'd have been like this when I was young. Now all like young adults seem to be like super vain and super into, don't drink as much as we used to.
We never had Instagram when we were kids, did we? So we didn't care. Maybe we just as vacuous and vain, but then
double-edged sword, though, isn't it?
If you're vacuous and vain, you stay fit and you look better, probably.
No.
But then, I mean, you've got to find what you like, haven't you? That's the thing with any kind of fitness. You got to, because it's not, everyone's different, so you can't just do what everyone else does. You got to find what, like, I don't like riding on a bike. I also hate, the row machine. I like running.
Yeah, I don't like them cross trainers. Where your feet go one way and your hands go the other way, because I just feel like I'm going to fall off.
I don't mind them. I feel like I'm skiing.
I'm not very coordinated. Have you ever been skiing?
No, never been
That's
skiing.
That's good.
I can imagine that's good. I've been indoor, again, Groupon. We went to that dry ski slope in by the Trafford Centre to do indoor snowboarding. And it was one of them things when, like, for the first 5 minutes doing it, I was thinking, I think I could go pro. I think I'm that good. And then I realised I was shit.
It's the thing with skiing.
Beginner's mind.
At first, you're like, God, this is easier than I thought. And then the first time you fall, you're like, this is shit.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that. I like to go paddleboarding as well. That's a good exercise.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
And it's not as hard as you would expect.
No.
But
it's using muscles you don't realise that are even there. That's when it really kills you. I did, there was a big, like, growth in these, like, alternative fitness classes went to like outdoor stuff, British military fitness. I think it
Oh
was.
my God,
I went
Crystal became obsessed with that.
Well, I went to that once, and not me, but someone who was in the class because we were in the park and we were rolling around and jumping over logs.
We go Sefton Park at like 7 a.m, and some ex-TA would be like pushing your face into the mud and calling you the dickhead.
Yeah, it's great fun. We're £3, and some fella I was with, he rolled in dog shit. So he had dog shit on his, like the back of his t-shirt and his shorts. I wouldn't say that was what put me off, but I never went back.
No. I mean, surely a ex-British military person would have done a recce of the area.
So. Maybe it was fresh.
Yeah.
Maybe the dog had been.
Oh God, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. They'd probably argue it toughens you up and it builds you up.
And it gives you dysentery. That's the weight loss journey part.
Great way to lose weight, innit? Get cholera. Drink from an open stream in a dirty part.
I like doing stuff that's I like I go and play squash sometimes.
Squash is a great game, innit?
And I love that because it's like it's a game.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like you
don't feel you're cheating
not
yourself.
The same.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, if you find something that's fun, it doesn't feel like hard work, does it? But you're still getting good.
And like
fitness.
I really, really love swimming. But I don't really swim in the UK.
So you only go swimming 2 weeks a year?
Yeah. I don't wear a swimming costume in the UK.
No. Refuse to do it.
Yeah. It's only skinny dipping only.
Yeah. So what about this, like, everyone's doing, what is it, cold water swimming at the moment?
Oh, well, I am interested in that aspect of, I think that seems like a bit of a laugh.
I don't think it'd be a laugh. It might be fun. It might be a laugh. The noise you make when you first get in must be quite funny.
I just think like if you live somewhere like the Lake District and you were right on top of like Windermere, say, and you were like, you know what? This is like nature's pool.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cold water, open water swimming. But if you live where I live and the nearest body of water is the River Mersey.
Or the Leeds-Liverpool Canal.
With rat piss in it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
shopping
tram
trolleys,
wheels. Yeah.
dead bodies.
You just, it's hardly really, it's not enticing.
It's not, is it?
It's not an enticing prospect.
You got to swim through animal feces just to get your first target.
I know.
Yeah, I know someone who does that cold water swimming, and they said they were in a canal, in the Midlands, somewhere in a canal, swimming along, and a dead pigeon just attached itself to their arm, and they were just going, like trying to get it off without making loads of noise, just trying to flap it away.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, I mean, you could argue that in any body of open water, there's dead stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and piss.
And
even in the
piss.
sea. I mean,
Yeah.
Imagine how much dead stuff is in the sea.
Oh, I know. I try not to think about that one because I love being in the sea.
Well, you got to think about percentages, haven't you? The percentage of the sea that is actually piss is probably...
It's diluted.
It's diluted, isn't it? It's like really weak cordial.
Yeah.
Give to a kid.
And you come out and you think, I've been at one with nature.
Yeah, which is always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But walking's meant to be good, isn't it? Walking's like a really good exercise because it's
bored.
Well, it depends where you go. Walking just through town's a bit boring, isn't it? But like if you go like North Wales or something,
Yeah,
up a
but you
mountain,
like, let's all walk up Movama. Why?
you take some booze with you.
Yeah.
You have a little cheeky gin and tonic at the top.
People only do that now so they can post a picture on Instagram at the top.
God.
Go look at us.
Ugh.
Aren't we worthy?
Look at us doing. We're better than you.
Yeah.
That's what every social media
Yeah.
picture is. I'm better than you. That's what it is, isn't it?
My mate said in the summer at Crosby Beach they started this thing and it was all them I don't know what you call them, like cosmic scousers who they'd get up at like 6 o'clock, go down Crosby Beach, they do like a run, then they do yoga for half an hour and then they'd all like leg it into the sea at Crosby Beach.
Fucking hell.
I mean, I won't even go on this. It's filthy down there.
Oh, I mean,
And she went a couple of times and it was the most unlike anybody. It's just not something she would do. And I was like, I can't believe you did that.
but you feel good though.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to try. I would like to do that cold water. I do cold showers in
Yeah.
the morning, and they sort me right out. Like the noise I make. I mean, I'm not as bad now because I've been doing it for about a year. But when I first started doing it, the noise I used to make.
Oh,
was
you
just,
like dead dramatic?
and the kids used to come in and just laugh at me like they're cleaning the teeth, and I'm just going. "Ooh," and I'm thinking, as all this is going on, I'm thinking, like, is this a good like role model image to be giving me kids? Where I'm just like screaming in the shower. But that makes you feel great. That
Yeah.
just like calms you down, cools you down. Saunas I used to like as well.
Oh, they're horrible.
Do you not like a sauna?
No, I don't agree with saunas at all.
I don't mean like brothels.
It's like, but when you were saying about like being in a class where that old lady sweated on you, I just don't understand saunas. People who all don't know each other, all sitting there just getting sweaty. Oh, I just find it really peculiar.
I love listening to the old Scouse men in saunas.
Oh, Sam said that when you get to the
talking.
He said it's the funniest thing ever.
Oh my God, because I never talk to anyone in the sauna. I just sit in the corner, look at my knees, head down, just get a sweat on and then leave. But some guys go in, it's like a little social thing for them. There was one time, I mean, I think I've spoke to a stranger once in a sauna and never again, because I sat down and I just said to this one fella who's in there, I went, oh, it's like a sauna in here, isn't it? Like, and I was doing it in a sort of like ironic way, maybe. I don't know. It was a bad joke. It's a shit joke, but that's why I said it, because I knew it was a shit joke. But he just looked at me like I was a dickhead, and I don't really blame him. But these old guys,
people sit naked in them.
No, you're not allowed. I don't think. But and I have flip flops on as well, so I'm not touching the floor.
Not touching
with my feet.
Fuck git.
Oh, fuck gip. Gip's a great word. Git.
Yeah. The git off you. You get git in between your toes, or fuck. We call it git.
Oh, we call it gip.
Any kind of substance that's dirty, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Git.
Oh, we call it gip.
Do you?
Yeah. We say like chicken gip. You know, at the end of like a roast dinner, you go, oh, I say to my wife, I've done the chicken gip. She's like, oh, nice one. That's my contribution.
How do you get rid of your chicken gip?
I scrape it into the bin. And then
do you?
And then rinse the remainder off the plate.
Yeah, I don't scrape it. I put it in like a sandwich bag. I pour it in a sandwich bag and then put it in the bin and tie it off, because I don't like the idea of the bin smelling a chicken git.
Yeah.
Or gip.
Chicken git. Git's even better, I think. Anyway, I'm in the sauna. A lot of sauna gip everywhere. And these old Scouse fellas are talking. And I remember this one conversation. This guy, he must have been 60, didn't know what he was talking about. He was going, you know all these boxers, all these boxers, they're all great and that, but you know who beat all of them? You know those Irish gypsy fighters? They beat anyone, them. And the other fella's saying, I don't think so. I think, he was saying like, this Conor McGregor, he's like really good. He was, oh no, but I've seen these guys on YouTube, these gypsy fighters who just battered him. And I don't think he wasn't basing this on any evidence.
Just on his own opinion.
And it was completely flawed.
But it's where they go, I believe, or they say.
Yeah.
And nobody he doesn't believe it from nowhere. No. And nobody said it. It's just come from there.
It's just come from his head. But sitting in the dark, in the sweaty dark, listening to that man, it was very entertaining.
Yeah, I love listening to old men conversations.
Yeah.
In our local. Did I tell you about? Oh, I think I told you. But anyway, there's this two old men, John and Frank, and they sat there, and someone had just put up a statue of Ken Dodd in the pub in the Lime Street station.
Yeah.
So John sat there and he goes, he used to sit there with his arms folded and like chewing imaginary chewy, the way old people do like that. And I went to, it was dead quiet in the pub, and he went, I believe, seen the statue of Ken Dodd in Lime Street? And Frank goes, well, have you been to see it? He went, yeah, he's only about 35 on it. Nothing like him. And Frank goes, all right then. So someone says, all right, John, you're getting a statue. How old do you want to be on it? He went, 35. Well, see. And that was the end of this is the kind of conversation. But Frank was funny because, have I told this story on this podcast about
I don't know.
when he did dentistry?
Oh yeah, you mentioned about the guy. Go tell us again, because it was ages ago.
He took he didn't do that. He came in and he had toothache, and there was this man sat in the corner, Charlie, and he goes up to him and goes, "Hey lad, do you still do teeth?" And we went, because we were getting served at the hatch in the other room, and he went, "Well, yeah, I can do. Why?" And he went, "God, this toothache, it's giving me terrible jip, and I'm not fucking paying the dentist." He went, "Will you just take my tooth out?" And Charlie went, "Let's have a look." So he's there in the middle of a pub. Frank's got his mouth open and Charlie's looking at his mouth, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll get that out for you, lad." And he goes to Ray, who lived in the pub, "Have you got any pliers there, mate?" And he went, "I'll just run upstairs and get some." And we were just like going,
horrible, isn't it?
"Oh, fucking hell, he's going to take this man's tooth out in the pub." So he went upstairs and come down with this pair of rusty old pliers. And then someone went, "Somebody needs to boil a kettle to sanitize the pliers that he was going to use, not in a surgery.
Oh.
So we were just like, and I was like, I've got to watch this.
I've got to. How can you not?
Frank had a pint of like Guinness or whatever, and he went, right. And Charlie goes, are you ready? And he goes, hang on. And he took this big swig of Guinness and then opened his mouth. And Charlie just went like that with the pliers and just went and pulled his tooth out. And Frank went, took a swig of Guinness, went, sound that lad, get it, someone get him a pint. And that was what one of my mates who was with me had run out of the pub and was over the road by the bus stop, like quivering because it was disgusting. And it was just like, he was like, well, it saved me paying the dentist, didn't it?
Do you still do teeth?
Do you still do teeth?
Do you still do teeth? Well, I used to make it with nails, so it's the same thing, innit? Same principle. I suppose you'd have to have a certain
but
stomach.
that's that kind of old man like behaviour and logic where they do not trust the experts. It's down
totally,
to them.
yeah. Everyone thinks that's a new thing, don't they, with the internet spreading misinformation, but people have been talking bollocks since the beginning of time. There was a guy in the sauna once was talking about when Schindler's List had come out, or it just come on the telly or something. And he was going, yeah, you know Oscar Schindler? He was from Kirby, you know. and everyone was going, he wasn't, you know. And this guy was like, whether he was winding everyone up, but he was so serious.
Is that like that thing about Hitler he worked in Liverpool as a painter and decorator?
There's a rumour, isn't there?
Before the war. And Hitler's brother actually lived in Liverpool. His wife was from Liverpool.
Yeah, that's the rumour, innit, or the story.
And he lived on Princess Road.
Yeah. Because I used to go to a pub in town called the Post House,
yeah,
which is a quite famous pub because it's never changed and it's never been the built up flats around it, but it's just remained this old man's pub. And there was a story in the Liverpool Echo, the local paper, about that pub when they were trying to change it, and they were talking about notable patrons of that pub, and they had all the pictures up, and they had John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and then they just had a picture of Hitler. Apparently Hitler popped in for a pint in like 1923.
TV's Hitler.
Yeah, World War II's Adolf Hitler used to like a pint of gold. But it was just funny because there was no irony. It looked like a story in Viz, like Hitler, Lennon, McCartney, Hitler. But yeah, I do like that. And
part of me like wants it to be true, but like I think if he had lived in Liverpool, he would never have been such a bad fascist. I like to think that he wouldn't have had those attitudes.
He would have liked Pink Floyd
living
a bit more.
in a port town where it's very multicultural. You think he would have been a little bit more understanding, a
bit more chill.
I'm just trying to psychoanalyze a fascist megalomaniac after his death.
Maybe.
Well, whatever.
Maybe he would have been a bit more.
Do you know of any other urban myths like that? Do you know what one I heard? So you know Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah.
So you know Stan Laurel, the one?
Yeah.
He was Clint Eastwood's dad.
I started one myself. I used to tell people that Brian May from Queen was James May's dad from Top Gear. And people started to believe that. And I believe that's how urban myths begin. You just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy, I was told once by a woman who said she lived on the Isle of Man. And she said that her mum and dad were going out and they booked a babysitter. And the babysitters turned up and she was babysat by Laurel and Hardy, which I instantly called bullshit on.
Well, I mean, I've seen some of the Laurel and Hardy films anyway, and the kinds of capers and things that happen to them, I wouldn't trust them with a baby, firstly. And secondly, it probably wasn't Laurel and Hardy, but they can't even carry a ladder between them.
No.
Imagine with a baby.
Do a 3 a.m.
He's dead within minutes.
Yeah, well, can you imagine you've got the baby, you're about to go out without the baby for the first time ever. Ding dong, the doorbell goes. Oh, where's the babysitter? Oh, I'll open the door and there's Laurel and Hardy stood there going.
Different times. People used to let anyone mind the kids.
Stay away from that piano, because if that falls out the window again, I'm swear to God that agency is getting a stern email from me.
Don't be carrying planks around this baby.
No planks. All right, no planks.
So getting back to gyms. So I am a member of another gym that is like a big, massive gym.
Right.
And it's what I like about it.
Gym.
A chain gym. It's massive. It's all right. I don't really go that often, to be honest. And I'm still tied into my membership, but I'm going to leave when I'm not. But I like it because it's so faceless and you're not up close to people. Some gyms you go to and you see the same people and you're in close proximity, but this gym, everything's dead far apart.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Because I get self-conscious in the gym. Because I get a white sweat mustache. It's not
Like
it's
an
not
albino Tom
it's not my
Selleck.
best look. Yeah.
It's I just want to be left alone.
But I feel like a knob using the equipment. I feel like someone's going to come and go, what are you doing there?
That's for your legs, you dickhead. What are you putting your head in there for? Trying to lift stuff with me back of me now. Well, some machines you haven't got a clue. You have to wait for someone else to go on and then say, okay, right, that's what you do.
I know, but then there's always them lads who go on the machines where like there's something attached to like a cord, and they just have to stand and they're like that going, like chatting away, and it's on the lightest weight, but they just think that they look like cool.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I put it on the lightest weight and go, right, no, I'll come back here next month.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Yeah, I don't know how you'd fix gyms, but I think my big thing would be to diversify more, and I think for everyone to just try stuff out that they might like.
I think maybe like bring back fun stuff like pogo sticks and that.
Pogo sticks, bouncy hoppers.
Imagine going to a gym where you just get on a pogo stick and just have a little go.
You know, juggling would be good as well.
Yeah. Can you juggle?
I can't juggle now.
I can't. Apart from a busy career and family life, obviously.
Apart from all my social engagements. Juggling's meant to be good because it clears your mind because you can only concentrate on the balls or the chainsaws or whatever you're juggling at that time.
I just don't know what muscle group it is work on.
Memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be good.
I'd come out with concussion because I'd just be like,
You know, a bouncy castle in a gym would be good.
Oh, Hazel Bouncy Castle gym. Let's set that up.
They rag you everywhere.
Yeah.
They really are. I went to this, what's it called? Air Unlimited I went to yesterday with the kids.
It's one of these trampoline lands.
Yeah. And I tell you what, my legs are killing today. Like, really, really out of shape. And just bouncing about like a maniac.
No mum. You never see any mums on the trampolines.
No.
Because they're like, nah, I'll piss myself.
No,
3 bounces and that's it.
I don't not need my tits bouncing myself in the face.
I never enjoyed the trampoline. You know, to be like, get the trampoline out.
Your brain feels like
it's like it's a good idea at the time. Then once you start bouncing, you're like, this is really fucking hard.
It feels like you got a hangover, doesn't it? You feel like you got a hangover as soon as you're up and down.
I used to like in school, you know, in the gym in school, where once every blue moon they go, right, you can get the apparatus out.
Oh yeah,
that was like quality day in school. No, I mean, like, you know, they bring like the climbing. Did you have things against the wall that they like bring out that you could climb on, and like monkey ropes and like beams, and it was all like just one big like, and they'd be like going, don't be climbing up there, and you're like, well, don't put a climbing frame there.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to climb and try and reach the ceiling,
just put some nice Artex there.
But I love the lack of like care for health and safety in gyms and swimming pools in the old days.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see the stats on how many people injured themselves.
Can't do nothing now.
Because people probably didn't even report it.
You've got to have adventures. But no, how I would fix gyms is bring back old school apparatus. Imagine just going to the gym and just like unbolting the wooden climbing frame from the wall. Just a load of 50-year-olds like, ugh.
Yeah, or doing that thing where you put your legs in and you have to trust yourself. You're going to fall back and like keep your hands on. Or what's the big wooden horse thing?
Yeah.
And the trampette. Which always sounds like a little female tramp to me.
Trampette, yeah, you little trampette.
You little trampette.
That's a little sexy name. I'm not trying to do trampette.
Sounds a bit like strumpet or crumpet. And then the big crash mat.
Yeah.
Which is always...
I think that's how it's fixed gyms. Just have one room that's just dedicated for like fun. You know, like years ago in the baths, they'd maybe have 2 lanes cordoned off for people who just wanted to swim up and down. And then the rest of the pool was for all the other ones who just wanted to bomb.
Just wanted to piss about.
Yeah.
And probably piss as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And you could just call it big fuck off open space gyms and just going back to basics.
I'd make people sign a disclaimer on their way in, like a health and safety. There's none in here. Disclaimer.
I signed a disclaimer yesterday at this Air Unlimited and I did not read it, and it was about 15 pages, and I just thought, if anything happens here, I'm on my own. And when I see trampolines now, I just think you've been framed. Yeah. And I think about them bastard parents who film the kids going, this is what he's going to be. It's like, watch this. Well, don't go and help him. Let's carry on film. There's 250 quid this. Before garden trampolines used to have the MMA cage around, when they used to be just freestyle at an angle towards the fence. How many kids just like flew off the trampoline into the neighbour's garden before them safety nets were there? knocking on the door. Can I have my son back, please? He's tangled up in your best, what is it, like plants.
He's got his head jammed in our toilet window.
So yeah, I'm going to go to the gym this week, and I'm going to think of this conversation, and I'm going to try spinning, a spin class.
Try it, but just wear something that fully protects
your balls.
Yeah. Because I swear you need them strapped tightly against your butt. Put them under your ass crack. I don't know what you're actually doing.
To my abdomen.
I can't imagine what it's like to have balls. It must be really awkward. But certainly...
It's quite empowering because we do get paid better in most jobs.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So
the pros outweigh the cons.
There's swings and roundabouts and windmills.
Spinning might be painful, but you earn a third more than any woman for any given job.
And we can fuck up continually.
But we're proper ballies to go spinning, because otherwise I don't know where you'll go or what you'll do.
All my clothes feel tight at the moment, so I won't have any problem.
There you go.
Finding ballies. And
Let me know how you get on with spinning.
I will do. And on that note, we'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.